Welcome back. I'm here at Community Montesorri School where we're going to talk about their Stormwater Incentive Grant project, which is part of our new MS4 permit, which is Lexington Stormwater Permit Success Story program. And basically, this month, Lexington's new stormwater permit goes into effect, and part of that permit, in addition to enforcing regulations and coming up with new rules to keep our stormwater quality safe and healthy, is that we're going to be highlighting some success stories. And our first one is a stormwater project to do with stream restoration here at the Montesorri School. So I'm here today with Roy Gray, who is the middle school math teacher and the land manager for the school. Hello, it's nice to have you here, or it's nice to be here on your campus.
Glad to have you here.
So tell us a little bit about the stream that we can see behind us.
The stream was a part of original farm that was here. It narrowed, and this is about all that was left of the farm, and they subdivided off of it, but they had actually engineered it so that the stream was as narrow as possible, so they had as much tillable land as possible. But in doing so, it channelized the water and created flooding and also a lot of erosion, not only here but downstream. The city came in actually and started with a rain garden and to capture the runoff from across New Circle Road. They did that first, and then they started with the stream. An engineering group called EcoGrow assisted us along with the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville. And the University of Louisville did all the flow studies about how much water was coming through the property. But they completely redid the whole stream to where it was, at some points it was only 2 to 3 feet wide. Now it's 20 to 30 feet wide. It slows the water down considerably, and in doing so it also aerates the water and helps clean the water. So that's the way it was structured when they built it. They actually put in a lot of organic matter to help clean the water for the city, and that was the purpose of doing it.
Interesting. So you have this really nice stream that now supports lots of wildlife, and it has improved water quality, and what's even better for you all is that it's on your school's campus. So how did the students use the stream?
Well, before they actually couldn't access it because the walls of the creek were so steep. So now they can just walk out into the stream. One of the requirements is they all have their little wellies, their little rubber boots, and they can walk out into the stream and they can check the water quality. As they get up in the years, they test more of the quality of the water, more science related. But the lower ages, you know, they're looking for tadpoles, they're looking for minnows, they're looking for crawdads under the rocks. They're looking for what kind of growth the plants have. You know, there's a lot of sedges, which is different than a grass, and you know, so they're trying to identify those. They're trying to identify the other types of flora and fauna that grow up around a creek, and it's, you know, it's regenerated, so there's nothing that permanent here. We do have a few trees that were left, but not that many were spared.
I hear you have a turtle. So tell us a little bit about your turtle, and if you have any other animals that have popped up now that your creek has better water quality.
We do. We had some frogs came in last summer for the first time. We have some minnows. Then the turtle came in last fall, showed itself during the flooding stage and kind of got out of the water, was out in our road. But it was a very large turtle, and we've seen it occasionally. We've got 3 varieties of ducks that are nesting here now. We just lost 2 pair of geese that have moved on that had some goslings. And then we have a large variety of the normal songbirds, but they roost next to the stream, and they get their water from the stream. And that's why we have the dead trees. They came and they replanted dead trees so that the birds would have some place to nest and to rest and to view the creek and eat insects. And so that's the strangest part of it. It almost looks like a nuclear zone with the dead trees, but they've actually purposely replanted dead trees just so those birds can nest somewhere. We've just in the past 18 months, we've planted over 700 seedlings in the stream bank, and that's just on this small stream, 13 acres. That's a lot of seedlings, but hopefully most of them will grow. But the students can access any point now on the creek. They can go anywhere on it. There are 2 monitoring stations on either end that U of L still monitors the flow of the water. And there's also a test bed on the far eastern end of the creek that the engineers are testing various levels of mulch and how the anaerobic digestion of nitrogen works. And again, that's part of what the city wanted, and so they're testing different levels and how fast it digests the nitrogen and cleans the water out as it goes downstream. So
the school is located in a very urban area, so you aren't out in the middle of nowhere. And so tell us a little bit about your other projects other than the stream. I know you have some basins that capture stormwater runoff.
We do. We have a wetlands that captures runoff from across New Circle Road. We also have a rain garden that helps precipitate the big rains and helps get the water into the soil and prevents more erosion that way. We've also got a huge storage tank that the city helped us with a grant that captures the rainwater from the roof, and then we use that to irrigate raised beds and other things we grow on the 13 acres.
Are you growing anything interesting this year?
Well, we've had blackberries and raspberries. We've got some pole beans, tomatoes. We've got some flowers.
This project is really interesting, and I'm glad that you allowed us to come out and see it. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, we're just very happy that the city and all the partners have given us this opportunity to better utilize the 13 acres. And in doing so, we're going to get a great variety of trees, great variety of wildflowers, and different plant life that the students can study for years to come.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.